9 minutes gone past 8 o'clock. We're now during Port Harcourt, and this is where we have the region's biggest conversation. Good morning. My name is Ogbevire. A matter of national importance, I must say, is what we're talking about today. Yesterday, youths from Eleme and Ogoni blocked the east-west roads, citing neglect, bad portions of the roads, and some other matters that came up afterwards during that protest. We gathered that the protest started as early as 2 a.m. because they were tired. But I'm seeing a document here, first of all, from September 2020, that the elders, youths of Ogoni trooped out en masse to accompany Yad in Eleme to welcome the Minister of Nigeria Affairs, Senator Godswill Akpabio, who embarked on project inspection. It was at that meeting that, first of all, conducting the minister around the Okuru Bridge in Aleto along the East-West Road, the chairman of Eleme local government area at that time, Philip Akparaji, lamented the state of the bridge, which he said was constructed in 1956, but was in a serious state of dilapidation. He said the road and bridge, which leads to Akwa Ibom and Cross Rivers State and 8 local government areas of Rivers State, needed urgent attention, and appealed to the federal government to expedite action on the road and bridges, which were the gateways to multinational oil and gas companies in the Niger Delta. In his response, Senator Akpabio said President Buhari has shown the political will in completing the East-West Road, which was started by the administration of President Olusegun Obasanjo. Commended the president for the release of funds for the project and hinted that the contractors have already been mobilized to the site. He said because of the importance of the East-West Road to the economy of the country, the ministry will work with other agencies to source for funds to complete the project by the end of 2021. We've got about 5 months to go. Okay. Celestine AkpoBari joins me this morning to talk about this matter on the crossfire. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Nigerians.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks for having me.
So he's wearing a T-shirt and the inscription is, "We have suffered enough."
Sure.
What is this about?
Well, enough is that we've been pushed to the wall. You know, when they keep flogging you, and you are now pushed to the wall, there's no way, no allowance to move back. So you have to bounce forward. So that's what exactly what's happening. We have suffered enough in all ramifications. It has always been Ogoni on the receiving side of anything that is bad. I mean, so just like the road you are talking about, there is no reason on earth why that road should, get the kind of attention that we are getting. That is the most economically viable road in Nigeria today, after Apapa. It's the most economically viable.
When you say that, a lot of people can't quite understand. Could you just break it down?
I'm saying that because the 2 refineries, they are there. The oil and gas free zone, there. 2 seaports, there. Naval College, there. IITA, Tropical, is there. A campus of the River State University is there. I think that should be their farm award. You have a petrochemical plant there. You have, don't forget that the oil and gas free zone has over 300 companies. In fact, what is 300? Some thousands of companies. That road is the access road to Akwa Ibom and Cross River. Don't forget that the Anthony Opobo, our neighbors, also use that road. Yeah. And the Bonny Bodo road that is being constructed now, we empty on that road. So that road is the busiest in terms of traffic and in terms of viability economically. It is a hub. That it is. If you call that place the heartbeat of the Nigerian economy, you won't be wrong. So and how come that a short 15-kilometer road, 15, The money they are giving to their girlfriends from their back pocket is enough to think that it's true now. If they open your eyes to see what is happening behind the scene, the dollars, I mean, okay, I don't want to go personal, but you heard that if common what trinkets and necklaces of some ministers, what more that road that can build money that can build that road. So I mean, it is very, 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 very wrong, wicked for us to be even protesting to government to fix the road that they take their money through. I mean, it is out of this world. I'd lack appropriate word to use to describe the wickedness that has happened on that road. But what actually push out to the road right now is that we discovered that in 2018, President Buhari graciously removed that road from the Ministry of Niger Delta and gave it to Presidential Infrastructural Development Fund, PIDF. Okay. PIDF is from Sovereign Wealth Fund. SS crude account. If you trace the history, you know what. So, and that is the PIDF is constructing the Kano Abuja road, upgraded from 155 billion to over 900 billion today. PIDF is constructing the Lagos Ibadan road at the cost of over 600 billion. PIDF is constructing the second Niger bridge. It was 200 billion, now upgraded to over 400 billion because of the access road. So if PIDF is using Niger Delta money to build 900 billion road from Kano to Abuja that does not carry anything apart from human being and cow, if they are using 600 billion to build Lagos Ibadan road, the money comes from here. And if you are using over 400 billion to build second Niger bridge, the money from here. Come on, man. One more, we beg you to even give us a button from our shirt. You take our shirt, all the buttons, everything that we say, don't give us one button, and you subject us to this kind of thing. So Buhari graciously approve that. Yeah. I have the letter. I will forward to you.
There's document here.
Yeah, the document there. Yeah. So, but we heard that AkpoBari went to the people to pay the money to his ministry, that he will pay the contractors, and the people say no. We pay money directly to contractors so that they can work. That's why they are working day and night. When one their consultant confirm that we have done the work and certificate uploaded, the next second, money drop in your account. That's why they are working day and night on those roads that I mentioned. That's why the Niger bridges or the speed lane. So the people say, no, we cannot send money to the ministry. AkpoBari now wrote to take back the road to his ministry. The ministry that does not have one kobo. Amechi is borrowing money wherever he's borrowing from to build railway across the country. Fashola is getting money to build 800 roads. AkpoBari has never built 1 kilometer road in a territory that needs road more than anything else. He's busy wearing Agbada when they're going to go to NDDC office. What is that?
Okay.
So enough is enough of that nonsense.
So the document here reads that the initiative, that's the Presidential Infrastructure Development Fund, this was in May 2018, to eliminate the risk of project funding, cost variation and completion that have plagued the development of the nation's critical infrastructure assets, such as the second Niger Bridge, Lagos Ibadan Expressway, East-West Road, Abuja to Kano Road, Mambila Hydroelectric Power over the last few decades. Okay. But what would you say, what role would you say the representatives from this region have played in all of this? Because I recall that it must have been last year, some representatives staged a protest around there.
Leaders of this region, especially from the Ogoni territory, they paid a visit to Mr. President. I think it was one of the time that Senator Manu Abe wanted to run for the governor of the state. So the leadership of Ogoni went there. I think it was part of their demands. And that what compelled Mr. President to move the road to PIDF, okay, so that the road will be done as soon as possible. And I think they have visited the president twice. I'm on the same board with AkpoBari. Okay. Incidentally, AkpoBari is a member of the AkpoBari board, governing council. I'm a member of the governing council. And we met and discussed this matter. And he told me, Celestine, you know, we are redesigning that road because we need 3 more flyovers on that road. That there were 2 flyovers, is adding 1. And the road was supposed to be a 4-lane. They are making it 6-lane, that they are redesigning. And I said, hey, Oga, do you know that this government will soon go? This government will soon go. We have it next year now, 2022, politics will start. Nobody will be in the office again. You are telling us there is no money, you know, I will put something in the budget. When there is a pool of resources, over some trillions in the account of PIDF that we can just take. And somebody was telling me they wanted to build a toll gate. They wanted to build toll gate. Build the road first. Let somebody that is mad, that has taken drug, come and put toll gate on a road that is giving them money. Let them build our road for us. And forget about that one. Let that, when we reach that bridge, we'll cross it. Okay. Don't give us that trash and that. We know what is happening. So we will be on that road until we see contractors on site.
Are there no contractors on site? No
contractors on site because they have not been mobilized. They have to review. Like I said, the contract for the Kano-Abuja road was 155 billion. Now reviewed to upward 900 billion because they say the cost of naira, all that. And so they need to review that contract. They need to pay compensation to people whose houses will be brought down because of that construction. And I have had time to talk with the PAMSEC. The PAMSEC to AkpoBari is in Port Harcourt as I speak. He was the essay to Amina Mohammed. So I work very closely with him, Dr. Babayo Ado. And, a young man is a very sincere person. He told me there is a power plant on the road they want to shift. He told me quite a lot of things. And but the key thing I took from my discussion with him is that they want to change contractor. So you cannot eat something and my mouth, with my teeth will decay. If you want to change contractor because of what you feel or what you want to do, the Ogoni people should not suffer. A road that should take us 25 minutes home, our people spend 24 hours sleeping on that road. And life have been, there was the time President Jonathan was the president, the wife went to Okreka and she was coming back. That road, I was on that road and I was going for a burial in the weekend. I was on that road till 2 a.m. with all the drinks that people were supposed to use for the burial. Oh my. 2 a.m. I was there. So it has been a recurrent thing. Year in, year out. Year in, year out. In fact, it's like the Bodaponi road that have been on the drawing board since remember time. The Okoro Bridge that you're talking about was constructed maybe before the war, before the Civil War. So, I mean, just imagine. And trucks are falling in every day. And I can't remember the number of times I've had to hit because I slept on that thing for about 6 hours one day. Oh God, God forbid that you don't have fuel in your car. but anytime I see any sign of hold of I will revise and pass through Bonchia to Oyigbo and all the people they are kidnapping within this territory is inside all those bushes. So now you carry yourself, go and get them. One of the days I was driving through there, the rain was falling. Only me on the road. I say, God, today, I don't want to see any else man or whatever. So, I mean, our people, joke apart, our people are suffering. If you go there, people are suffering. Enough is enough. That is wickedness of the highest order. Whatever it is, if this country can borrow money to build a way, even up to another country in Niger, come on. This is where the money is coming from now. The Bible says, don't trace the mouth. Don't hold the mouth of the horse that treads the corn. Come on.
Okay. You said it's 15 kilometers, right?
Yes.
Some people don't have the mental, calculation of how long that is. Could you help us? From Rumokoro to Eleme Junction, is it further than that?
No, it's from Eleme Junction.
No. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Distance-wise, from Lomoko Road to Eleme Junction, is it that far?
Yeah.
About that.
Yeah.
So that's what has not happened all these years.
Yeah. The border of Ogoni Road there is being built by LNG. LNG is funding it. That government will take it from their taxes. So why not petrochemical? Build that road and they take from their taxes.
But now that you mention it, I thought the River State government at the time said they were taxing companies around there to fix, some portions of the road.
Well, I don't want to enter into the controversy of the River State government, but when the government came in newly, they never had money, I'm sure, because every day they were borrowing money. Today they say Wike is borrowing 10 billion. Today Wike is borrowing this. Wike is borrowing that. Every day they were borrowing money. So I believe that was part of the fundraising strategy of the government then, because all the companies that work in there contributed money for that road to be fixed. But they did some skeletal work, but that has worn out completely because the trucks that are passing on that road, the vehicle passing on that road per second, so heavy duty.
So you're not the work is cut out already, but there's been some rehabilitation, and from what you're saying clearly, that's no longer working.
No, you won't see any sign that there was any rehabilitation at all. Even after that one Wike did, gone. They done another rehabilitation, but there's no sign of that. So we need that road to be reconstructed, rebuilt. So if you ask me, 8-lane, 4-4. In fact, that road should be the number one road in the country. Number one, considering the volume of traffic. So and the economical nature of the road.
So some people are very concerned, and they think or believe that the government does not respond to anything except there is some show of force, or a protest. You say that, it started yesterday, and you say that the road is going to be blocked for as long as, until the government responds, right?
Sure, that's exactly what will happen.
Okay. So do you think that the government is going to respond? And when they respond, are they going to get to working and designing the road as you have put it, or perhaps they might want to do some rehabilitation in the first instance?
The road has been redesigned. The design is no longer the problem. It's been redesigned. Mr. President has also graciously moved the road from Ministry of Niger Delta to PIDF, that is the speed lane. But we are saying that the Minister for Niger Delta, Godswill Akpabio, took the road back to his office where there is no money. And we are also saying that if Amechi could be getting money and be building roads, Fashola could be getting money and building up to 800 roads. Akpabio should go and look for money and build. But if he's not ready, the government that took the road to PIDF should speak. Anyhow they want to do it. Akpabio and government and Buhari, that they are the same thing that moved the road. So anyhow they want to do it, they should do all what we need. They want to see contractors on site to fix our road.
Do you see the possibility of some military action if the protesters continue to stay on the road? Because like you said, it's a critical pathway to the nation's economy and a thoroughfare for Akwa Cross River, and people also live around there.
The letter that was sent to us yesterday by Honorable Akpabio, the minister, the letter they sent to us, they copied Mr. President through his chief of staff. They copied National Security Advisor. They copied the Inspector General of Police. They copied the DSS director. So by that, you should know that the National Security Advisor has given instructions, and we are aware of the instructions that he gave. But man, it is fight to finish. We will not chicken out. You will not. This is not the first time you are deploying soldiers to Ogoni territory. We've been having them. They went to the extent of killing Kesewu and other people, innocent people. We are no longer afraid of those threats and deaths. Nobody is afraid of that. If we will pay that price and our people will go home for once smoothly, no problem. But we will be there.
Celestine AkpoBari, he was at the protest yesterday and he's with me now, but we hear that they're mobilizing to continue today and for as long as they can, or they're going to, until the federal government responds by sending contractors back to site to start working on the road. No longer a rehabilitation. He said it's been redesigned. Then let's get the road done and working. When I joined for Port Harcourt, this is where we have the region's biggest conversation. My name is Ogbevire. A commercial and the lines will be open. Please stay tuned.
You are tuned in to 92.3 Nigeria Info.
This is the Morning Crossfire on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
37 minutes gone past 8 o'clock. We'll open the lines for a few calls, questions you may have for my guest, Celestine AkpoBari. Celestine, so yesterday my colleague Martha Kerry was there. She reported and she sent pictures of trucks and trailers that the tires were deflated. What's up with that?
Well, maybe some of those tanker drivers heard of the information that there will be a protest, and they wanted to put a fast one. They wanted to move, and then, they were caught up in the traffic. So, they were caught up. There are trucks carrying very heavy equipment and materials. So, if you stand on the tire for so long, your tire will fall. So I think
you're not admitting that the protesters deflated the tire.
No, we cannot touch somebody's property now. It's a peaceful protest.
Oh wow!
Don't touch persons. Don't touch their properties. They are carrying very heavy metals and material from the seaport and everywhere. So if you stand on it for so, even you can't stand on your leg for so long.
All right.
So that's what happened.
Oh my! Green Ndume is at the protest ground right now. Let's get a situation report from him. Good morning, Green. Thank you for your time.
Good morning, Nano.
What is the situation there? Tell us your location first, then tell us the situation there.
Currently at AkpoBari Junction, situation here is quite tense. Over 500 persons are gathered here. The roads, the intersections leading to the main road have all been barricaded with trailers numbering about 15 to 20. And if you move through to the other flanks, the two flanks, one leading to the Ogbevire axis and the other one to Eleme Junction, they've all been littered up with trailers, numbering to a whole lot of it. So it's quite tense there. It doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon. There are arrangements for canopies to be brought in, and also for a DJ to be brought in here. I hear they've also purchased some goat meat they want to eat on the road. So it doesn't look like this is going to end anytime soon.
Oh, it's beginning to sound like a protest carnival of some sort.
Absolutely. That is what it's looking like here.
But really, what are the people saying? What are they asking for again?
Well, everyone is quite disappointed by the response. With response to the road, this contract was first awarded about 15 years ago. And it seems like they are turning the whole thing into personal politics, you know. So people are disappointed, and this disappointment has actually transformed into a sort of strength for the people who feel, well, if the government does not want to fix this, I think we'll help them to make sure that economic activities does not pass through this route so long as this road remains like this.
Green, are the protesters peaceful?
Yes, extremely peaceful. Apart from a few instances where some motorcycle riders, popularly known as Okada riders, have tried to penetrate the ground through some other routes, and they've been asked to turn back. And if you look on the axis heading towards One, there are over 200 Okada riders lined up there trying to gain access.
All stranded.
Yes, all stranded. So the only set of people allowed, to pass through are just people walking. People are allowed to walk freely, trek from the other axis to the Eleme axis, and that's something no one has interfered with people's movement.
Okay.
Because the others who are carrying their goods on their head, there's some jerry cans and all that, trying to move from the other axis to the Eleme axis of the road.
All right, thank you, Ndume Green, for your time.
Thank you.
Wow. So this is it. The mother of all protests.
That's it. In fact, as I live here now, as I live here, we are going to see what we can do to contribute money and buy like 2-3 goats, put a canopy there, bring mortar pieces, and we will be there to, because nobody will bring food for us there, we will be there to cook and eat. We'll be there.
Oh my, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0009. There's a question here. Let me just, put it to you. why Berger had to abandon the section allotted to them. Are you aware? Is anything like that?
No. If any contractor that abandoned site, it's because of money. Maybe they are not mobilized, they are not paid. If not, but I can't speak for government.
Okay. Someone says, oh, then yes, another very critical issue, which my colleague brought up yesterday, was that everyone who's there is there, irrespective of political affiliation. I mean, that there's some unusual unity in what is going on. Tell me about that.
Yeah, sure. You know, when it comes to the Ogoni struggle, anything that has to do with the Ogoni, you don't remember the church you attend. Whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Christian, whether you're PDP, APC, whatsoever, it's the issue that matters. I have an appointment as a member of the governing council of AkpoBari. I sit together with AkpoBari. AkpoBari's seat is always close to me as a minister for Niger Delta. But the issue here is, China says, scratch the skin of a Nigerian, you will see the ethnic blood first. So definitely, Ogoni people will come first, as far as I'm concerned, before any other thing. Even if my mother was a minister, I will protest against her.
All right, let's get to the phone line. 0817-923-0002. Comments, contributions, let's make it as brief as possible. We're almost running out of time. David West, go on, let's hear you.
Yes, good morning, my sister woman, Madam Eno. And you see, in as much as I give my total support to the protest as it is, that road has been a problem for a very long time. And if it has been redesigned for reconstruction, I want to say the construction company that should handle that road must be a reputable one. Not Cetraco, I am seeing that is doing what I don't know on that same East-West road. That road is still part of the East-West road. For God's sake, let us get this road rebuilt once and for all.
All right.
The volume of traffic on that road is so heavy. Finally, I would also advise that Lydia should also know that the protest, if it takes more than longer as it is supposed to be, will also cause more hardship to the good people of Ogoni and all those within that environment. The economic activities of the people will also be affected. Look at it now.
All right, David, so in case you missed it, that's the plan. According to Celestine, that's the plan.
Yeah.
He's wearing a T-shirt here. We have suffered enough. So for them, the suffering can be more than this.
At all.
That's what he's communicated to me so far. Bright is in Rukmoku. Bright, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Madam Eno. Your morning to our guest in the studio.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, my brother, please. You said that the protest was peaceful yesterday. I'm a full-blown Rivers man. I witnessed what happened there. I use that road every day, day and night. Yesterday, I was attacked on that road. Yesterday.
Bye.
The vehicle that I was inside, the glass was broken. Many other small vehicles that noticed that there is a blockade that tries to go back, their car was damaged. So I don't know what I'm going to tell Rivers people, because we supported that protest because we have suffered enough for that road.
All right.
But attacking people, and some people phone was stolen that yesterday there. I'm a Rivers man.
Okay, thank you. Let's get to Chima in Port Harcourt Town. Chima, let's hear you.
Good morning, Eno.
Yes.
Eno, for me, I think I have total support of that protest in as much as it remains peaceful. Because the information we are getting there about the deflation of tires of Ogoni, let the protesters consider that these people that their vessel is being attacked are affected. You understand? They are very affected. They are also concerned about it. So for me, I support that protest. So instead to let them continue to end that protest until something is being done on that road.
All right, Leko is in Port Harcourt Town. Leko, let's hear you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Celestine,
my brother.
Yes, that the protest should be total blockade of that road, because the federal government has taken us for a ride. for a long time. I always call the federal government anytime using that road. And look at where they're telling our money to. It is unacceptable. The unprecedented loss of life on that road is enough. The people of Angeli, Ogoni, Opopo, Ikoro, AkpoBari, every people using that road should come out and have a total blockade of that road. If they don't repair that road or the total reconstruction, we will depart from that road.
All right, thank you, Leko, for sharing. Your thoughts with us. Prince GT Erefa, but the governor is working. Why are the youths behaving like this? I'm disappointed because somebody is sponsoring this. Yes, we're going to get to that. It's inevitable. So who's sponsoring this? Celestine AkpoBari. Who's sponsoring you? And the youths and the elders and the women and those killing goats who will kill goats. Who's sponsoring you?
All my active life, I have lived struggling and carrying out protests both here and every part of the world. Every part of the world. We just go by the grace of God. I've traveled to over 60 countries of the world, all doing protests, or delivering papers on things that will lead to a change. So I'm an agent of change. The people that you see there, just voluntary. Where will you get money from to sponsor people? Even to pay transport for people. We did not even, for the first time, we did not even release money for buses, because we want every person that is coming there to come on their own. It's today that we are planning to even look for water to keep. It will not be enough. No matter what we do, no matter trailers of water that we buy, we cannot.
So how are the trailers going to get there?
No, it's not trailers of water, but
how are you going to get this?
We'll buy some bags of pure
water. How are you
going
to get those things there?
We are going to buy some. We'll carry on our head all the bikes that it is our own road.
Okay.
So we allow the bikes to be. But how would you even think that you sponsor to come and fight for your own problem?
Another critical matter somebody talked about was this matter of those whose tires have been deflated and the caller who claimed that he was attacked and the vehicles attacked. The Nigerians, and they're also under the suffering of what's going on. So why are you increasing their trouble?
Some people are very funny. You have heard that there is protest, that the road have been blocked. Maybe because you are an officer of the law and you sit there and say, do you know who I am? And driving, you want to hit people with speed in a place where the road is blocked. Where will you pass? So we have security. We couldn't have just done this. We are not stupid guys without having our own security to protect ourselves. So they have to stop them. Don't do that.
Let's accept what you just said. But the trailers and the truck drivers, what?
I have told you earlier that the trailers and the trucks are carrying very heavy metals, and you cannot keep them on their wheels for so long. The tire will lessen. That is exactly what has happened.
Obed, let's hear you. You're calling from Akpajo. Final call this morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I want to give you a guest.
Thank you, my brother Obed.
I really want to appreciate what you guys are doing. The truth is that these people have taken everything for granted too much. And people stay with them. And that is the only thing they are doing. And I also want to urge you who are listening. I think falling down bridge is the other option. If I were to ask the question, that bridge should be forced so that they will come on the bridge. But if everything is still like that, nothing will be done. So I think I would advise that bridge before completely. That's the advice.
All right. Thank you, Obed, for calling. So messages on Facebook. There may be a few more on WhatsApp, and we would allow Celestine AkpoBari join the protesters on the Eleme axis of the East-West Road. Queen says if they protest and shut down activities there for a week, Mazi, the government will respond. Okay, I think she's pointing to someone who's, put up a comment there. Amici gets money to build railway to Niger while the state generating the money is abandoned. This is laughable. Africa, who did this to us? Well, the government is borrowing a lot from abroad, for those who may have missed that memo. Richard, talking about the country borrowing money to fund the rail project, who is in charge? the Minister of Transportation that we are busy celebrating here. There is God. Oh. Well, roads are actually under the Ministry of Works, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Can Celestine AkpoBari tell us how much he has engaged with RCC? I'm aware his friend and brother is the top management staff of RCC. They were working on the road at some point.
Yeah, and
Okay.
like I said, I've met with them. I've met with Akpabio. You know, you cannot just carry out a protest without doing research about it. You don't just come and punch the air. So we have enough conversation. Even the Dr. Chris Uche of the INSEA, the people that are funding the Kano, Abuja, Lagos, Badon Express, and the second Niger Bridge, I've spoken to him. In fact, we got that letter from them. The letter that the Mr. President used in giving them the road. Yeah, we got it from them.
Okay, someone says, let's face President Buhari and leave Mr. AkpoBari alone on this matter. Now, Buhari, I know. CRBari is texting from Bori. Mr. AkpoBari, control your people not to attack people and continue the peaceful protest. That's Douglas. And I haven't stopped wondering why our own people appointed to positions of trust have continued to undermine the development of the region. The flange of the East-West Road being protested about was part of the entire expanse of the East-West Road that caused serious face-off between the Niger Delta Activist Forum and Senator Godswill Akpabio. Sadly, as in his usual approach, military troops were sent to shoot us. The protest should continue. Manson sent that in. Chief Magnus says, I'm in solidarity with the protest. Like my brother said, I've gotten the goats in support of this protest from Kwawa community. We have suffered enough. Hi, Wahala Tarapa for this country everywhere, one problem or the other. And someone has graciously sent us photos, aerial photos. Is this Stanley? Aerial photos of Sir Vic, okay. Aerial photos of what it looks like. My goodness.
Those are the trucks that the tires
this is insane.
Are down.
So Vic, thank you for the photos. We'll put them up on our social media handles. Thank you very much, Celestine AkpoBari, for coming through. Please keep your people peaceful, and all of you stay safe. And we hope that you get what you seek from the government.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, that's a wrap on the Crossfire this morning. My name is Ogbevire. Thank you for joining the conversation. We will monitor the protest at the Eleme axis of the East-West Road. Our correspondent Martha Okiri is on ground about now, and we'll bring you updates in our bulletins every hour on the hour, only on 92.3 Nigerian Phone. Good morning.